Oscars 2023. Οι στάρ είχαν την τιμητική τους στην φετινή τελετή των βραβείων της Ακαδημίας Κινηματογράφου. Ας θυμηθούμε μαζί τις καλύτερες στιγμές αλλά και τις πιο λαμπερές εμφανίσεις. What would you like to say to the actors at your age? They want to make it as you did.
You know, don't compare yourself to anybody else and just focus on the work above all else.
What was the toughest part of being Elvis?
It was the tightrope that I had to walk of all the technical aspects of it, but at the core it had to be about his soul, you know. And that's kind of a tricky thing to manage.
If you were to send a message for Lisa Marie Presley that really adored you and she was so emotional with you, what would be that?
What I'll say is I'm carrying her here tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good to see you again.
Great, man.
How do you feel being here tonight, nominated for an Oscar for Elvis? You did an incredible job.
You know, I think the great thing is this. The field is so strong. There's like comparing sushi and rice. But I'll tell you something. I hope Mandy Walker wins because it'll be the first woman in photography to win in 95 years. So that's wonderful. And then at a certain point, you just enjoy and celebrate, you know?
Yes.
Because the film's been out for 9 months. I mean, you can have a baby in that amount of time. That's how long it's been playing.
Austin Butler, such a young guy, a young actor. How did you manage to make him being so convincing as Elvis?
I just gave him the environment and the facilities and the experiences, but he did the work. I mean, he worked non-stop for 3 years, day and night, and even the Presley family could not believe what he achieved. They went like, everyone does an impersonation. He has brought Elvis back to life. That's what they said.
How Lisa Marie Presley was involved in the process of the film?
You know, in the beginning I met with them, but I was allowed to just make the movie. And then I had to show it to them, and they could have very much disliked it. Priscilla understandably had concerns, but once they saw Austin, they just couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe it.
I wish you all the best and success for tonight.
Thank you, man.
You're worth it.
Thank you. You were so kind.
Thank you so much. How do you feel being here tonight, nominated for an Oscar, your film, animation film, Puss in the Boots? You lend your voice.
It feels great because it's 20 years that I've been doing the voice of Puss in Boots, and to have the recognition of being a nominee, you know, it's important. It's important not for me, for the whole entire team. You have to think that behind Puss in Boots there is a team of almost 500 people, cartoonists, you know, producers, creators, voices. It's very complicated making those movies.
From Spain, and you conquered the world. Is there a message that you would like to share with the people about how you made it?
The only message, because just to give advices is very complicated. It's just to love what you do, and the result of what you know that can give you will come if you really look for excellence in your work. That is the only advice that I can give. Don't think in the parallel lives that you can obtain, money, celebrity status. No, just love what you do between action and cut. That is the secret.
You look fantastic together.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Ο Ted Sarandos στην κάμερα της Cosmote TV. How are you? Good to see you again.
How are you? Good to see you.
Congratulations for all your nomination, your wife. How is to be married to a Greek legend?
Oh, is he a legend?
That's a question for you.
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. It's a blessing. How about that?
Did you expect this global success that he created?
I was not surprised at all.
Not surprised at all.
No, he's a big visionary and he's a big dreamer and he's positive and I'm not surprised.
I know that you've been to Greece recently, you met the Prime Minister, and you experienced the Greek culture. What do you love most about Greece and what you can do to help our country?
What I've always loved about Greece, this creativity, the spirit, the optimism, the sense of future, history, all wrapped up in one. I just love it there. I love everything about the country. I can't wait to get back. And we have, in about 3 weeks, we're going to premiere Maestro in Blue, our first Greek original series around the world. And we're super excited. We've got a screening together of some prominent Greeks in Hollywood. So we're going to really have a great time.
What are your favorite movies this year?
Well, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Okay.
Yeah, Pinocchio, Seabees. Yeah.
What would you like to
Elvis
say?
Whisperer.
What would you like to share with the people that follow your career and they dream of creating something different like you did?
You've got to be able, you got to be willing to try. You've got to be willing to do something that hasn't been done before. I mean, almost everything got done, the Greeks did it first because they weren't afraid to and everyone else was. So, and look at how we've shaped history. Yeah.
How much passionate he is about movies.
He lives it, breathes it.
How many movies he
everything.
watches every night?
Every night? At least 3. I'm sure he tries to. He tries to
yeah.
once a
How many
night.
scripts do you read?
Constantly,
God.
just constant. It's constant flow. Yeah.
But he loves it.
But I do
That's
love
the
it.
difference. He
Yeah.
loves it.
You gotta be, the good thing to do is try to pick something that you really love to do because the hours are terrible if you want to do it well.
Do you speak any Greek?
I don't speak any Greek,
We have one
unfortunately.
word, but it's a bad word.
There's only one bad
But
word.
you love our country and you love Samos, right?
I love it. My grandfather's from Samos, and we're going to go visit soon again. So
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I wish you all the best and
Thank
success
you.
for tonight.
Good to see
Thank you. Good to see you again. How do you feel being nominated twice? It will be back-to-back win if you win.
I know. Does lightning strike twice? I hope so. I'm really excited to represent the film. We worked hard. We put our heart and soul into it. So many artists touch these costumes, and I have a lot of people on my shoulders to represent them. I'm representing an arsenal of artists right now.
Did you feel pressure choosing your own outfit tonight?
I did. I couldn't
did?
figure it out. I made 2 dresses, and when I got dressed tonight, I put them both on, and then I decided which one I wanted to wear. But I made them both.
Yes. How inspiring is to create this world for Wakanda?
Well, it's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yes.
And to work through your grief, because we did lose our hero and our friend Chadwick, but we were able to channel a lot of that energy into the work, and so things were more beautiful. It felt good. There was intention. So it was a film that was really the reward was the opportunity to show the world, how much we loved Chadwick Boseman.
Yes. Your work with Angela Bassett is incomparable. How did you make this woman look so powerful?
Well, she does that. Yale School of Drama is really showing on her really nicely. But I know how strong she is. I've seen her process through the years, 25 years working together with Angela. And I know when I do something, she's going to measure it up. So I got to keep on my toes with Angela Bassett.
Thank you so much. I wish you all the best tonight.
Thank you.
Maybe a second win is coming. Top Gun.
How are you? How are you?
How are you? Έχουμε εδώ τα μέλη του cast από το Top Gun. How do you feel being here tonight? What a global success. You brought the audience back to the cinemas. That's what Steven Spielberg said.
Oh,
Yeah, he told Tom that. He didn't tell me that, but I read about it. I read
think all
about
the
it.
credit goes to Tom.
How was working with Tom Cruise?
It's been incredible, man. We've been on a ride with him. We've learned so much as far as filmmaking and how to conduct ourselves in the industry. He's a great teacher, mentor, and friend.
Yes. Would you prefer to be a pilot now, or
So he just.
I'm actually a pilot now. After Top Gun, I went and got my pilot certificate. Yeah.
We got a couple hours in the bank, so it's about crossing that threshold. But I think I started off being afraid of flying. I know you guys weren't as afraid, but the entire process just made us obsessed with flying. And
I was afraid, dude. I was scared.
Not as much in the
beginning, and then at the end. It was some of the craziest stuff I've ever done
It's not
in my
normal
whole
flying.
life. But then it's
How was Tom
intoxicating.
Cruise while you were filming? He did all the stunts, but how he is as a person?
He took us all under his wing. He really made a point to make sure that we felt like we're the next generation, and he wanted to put some wind in our
He
sails.
passed the baton to us, and we're really thankful for it because he wants the movie, theater, cinema going experience to keep going, and I think we're all going to embody his lessons.
Is there something that we don't know about Tom, and you could reveal that?
He's the fastest replier to text. So
Also, he's an incredible dancer.
Yes, and he's very funny. He can crack a joke, and he will have you rolling.
Thank you so much. I wish you all the best and success for tonight.
you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
You look so good.
You look so
Love
good.
it, Navy.
Jay Ellis, How incredible is to work with Tom Cruise?
It's the most amazing gift any actor could ever have. You're like in film school, flight school, and acting school all at the same time, and then you walk away with a new friend.
What did you learn from him?
Everything, man. I mean, his work ethic, his preparation, his dedication, his passion, his love and care for the audience. Always making sure he has the audience like in his thoughts and when he's making a movie, and it's just so much.
While you were shooting Top Gun for Paramount, did you expect this success, this global success?
I don't think any of us expected to be standing at the Oscars 4 years later, for sure. I think this is all something we dreamed of, but we were just happy to make the movie and for it to get out to the world. It's beyond anything that you could ever imagine or hope for.
Could you reveal if there's going to be Top Gun 3?
If I do that, Tom is going to parachute in right now and cut off all the interviews. There's no more interviews. No, I don't know if there's going to be another one. I hope so. If there is, I'll 100% be there. We'd all love to do it again.
We haven't seen you for so long. How do you feel tonight?
I feel great, and it's an honor to be here, and have a beautiful night, man.
One word about James Cameron.
A word? Well, awesome. I can't wait to see him.
One word about James Cameron. How is to work with James Cameron?
Magical.
Joel Letteri and Daniel Barrett είναι οι υπεύθυνοι των οπτικών εφέ για την συγκλονιστική ταινία Avatar του James Cameron. How do you feel being here tonight? What a movie, Avatar.
Thank you. It's been a big, project for us. We've worked on it for about 5 years. We've been thinking about it ever since we finished the first film, and we're just happy that it's so well received.
Was it exhausting to work with James Cameron?
Big films are always exhausting, so not particularly for James Cameron. I think he's the kind of director that tends to energize, he's there with you, and his ideas and his energy is infectious, so it's a pleasure to work for James Cameron.
How hard was to create this fantastic world of the Avatar 2?
It took a lot of effort, but like every movie, you work as hard as you can up until the deadline, and the closer you are to the deadline, the harder you work, because that's your only chance to put it on the screen, right? Once it's gone, you don't get to touch it again.
What is the greatest trait that James Cameron has as a director and creator?
Well, I think that he's so familiar with visual effects, with the work, so he understands, he can see when we're pushing the boundaries, and he can see when he doesn't tend to ask to go beyond those boundaries unless he thinks it's possible, so having him with all of that history as an effects artist himself, essentially, I think that's one of his strongest traits.
The last question, are you ready for Avatar 3?
We're already started.
Colin Farrell. Something about your look.
Hello, I'm wearing Valentino.
Oh, my favorite.
How are you?
Oh my God,
See
how
you.
are you? Good to see you again. Η Diane Warren, 14 φορές υποψήφια για Oscar. There are no words for your work. 14 times, 14 nominations.
How cool is that?
Yes.
I haven't won yet, but I think just being here is a giant win. They only choose 5 of us.
Yes. The song Applause made an impact. Why?
I just think it has a great message, right? We don't ever give ourselves any applause. Most of us are beating ourselves up, and we need to stop every now and then and go, you know what?
Yes.
Life is hard. I've gotten through this. I've gotten, especially the last couple of years with the pandemic, you know what? I made it. I'm good. I'm going to stop and just look in the mirror and go, you know what? I'm okay. I'm going to give myself some.
You have composed and written the most amazing songs in the world. One of them
Thank you.
is If I Could Turn Back Time, that
Thank you.
Cher sang. If you could turn back time, what would you do?
I wouldn't change anything. I miss my cat. I miss my mom and dad.
Yes.
It'd be something like that.
Yes. How exciting is to be at the Oscars? And
look at this.
Yes. Is it the greatest achievement that you could have in your life?
Yeah, for sure. This is a great, great achievement. To any of the nominees, me, any other nominees, they only choose 5 of us. If your peers chose your work and you're here, you already won.
Is there a secret that you would like to share with people that dream of your career?
Work hard. You got to work towards your dream.
And how fast
I'm a hard worker.
How fast you can write a song?
I take time on the song. It could take a week.
Yes.
I'm a perfectionist.
Ruben, you filmed this movie in Greece.
yeah,
What
right.
does that mean to you?
That we shot it in Greece.
Yes.
I had such a pleasant time when we were shooting the movie, and I mean we were on Evia in Hiladou, the beach that is on the east coast of Greece, and we had a great team. We were working with Heretic Film, a production company from Athens, and it was just a joy. It was just a joy.
Why did you choose Greece instead of any other country?
We were actually looking for beaches all over the world, and we were looking in Thailand and maybe more the more traditional, like deserted island. But then a friend of us sent pictures from Hiladou, and it's a spectacular environment there. So it was quite easy to choose that. Actually.
How did you feel when you got the nomination for the Oscar?
We got very, very happy. And we were a couple of friends sitting together, listening to the announcement. And then like first one, and then two, and three. We're like, is this true?
Eva, you look fantastic tonight. Who are you wearing?
Zuhar Murad.
Tikanis.
Kala. See? Kala. How do you know Greek?
Oh, I worked for a Greek house painter when I was a teenager. I learned a lot of Greek.
How is to be back in business presidential position?
It feels great to be back. It's a great company, celebrating our 100th anniversary this year. It's a good time for us. The secret to my success? 3 things. Luck, hard work, and having great mentors. How easy is it to choose projects? Never easy. You know them when you see them in terms of whether they're good or not. And I've got a great team that helps do that.
How do you feel being here tonight with the pupils? A short film.
How I feel? I'm so happy because I'm celebrating her short, her film, and generally speaking, her work. I'm a big fan of her work.
And our friendship.
And our friendship,
How is to work with
before
him?
anything else.
He's such a fantastic filmmaker.
Yes.
Yes. You have won with Roma a few years ago, but how is to be back at the Oscars? How does it feel to you?
To be back?
Yes.
Oh, it's always a celebration. It's so much fun.
Yes. If you were to share a secret about your success, what would be that with the aspiring filmmakers in the world?
It's a secret?
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
It's a secret? Thank you so much.
No secrets. You just work and hope for the best.
Yes, work and
also we wanted to And I can say also be generous.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important.
Yes. Do you think that the short films are really inspiring for the people?
I think short films are, Guillermo del Toro very rightly says animation is not only for children movies. Short films are not only short films, they are films. Cinema started as short films, so it's the nature of film.
Με τον Justin Hurwitz που έγραψε την μουσική για την ταινία Babylon και έχει πάρει βραβείο Oscar για το La La Land, το μουσικό θέμα. How do you feel tonight being here, nominated once again?
I feel great. I feel a little nerves, but I'm excited. I brought my parents, so we're just going to have fun tonight. We're going to have a good night.
You created an incredible music score for the Babylon.
Thank you.
That really identifies this world that Damien Chazelle created.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, yeah, you're right. It's such a specific world. Damien is such a specific filmmaker with such a strong vision, and he wanted something really that we hadn't done before, which is these wild hedonistic parties, as well as other. There's drama, there's comedy, there's tragedy in the movie as well. It goes so many places. So I was just I read his script. I learned a lot from his script, and then just from there all the way through the finished movie, talking to Damien every single day and building the music and the movie together.
You are so young. How did you manage to have that career and be nominated 2 times?
Well, I work very hard. So does Damien. I'm also very lucky to have found Damien. I think there's a lot of luck in life in terms of who you meet. And we met when we were 18 years old, and we started making movies when we were 19 or 20. and we've worked very hard, like I said. So it feels great to be here. This is kind of like the dream, and I'm also just looking forward to the next movie. I love making movies. I love making scores, so I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yes, tonight you celebrate your nomination, and this is a fashion statement, right?
Yeah.
What is this?
Andrew White's custom velvet.
Beautiful color.
How's it going? What's up?
Έχουμε εδώ το μεγαλύτερο σεφ στις Ηνωμένες Πολιτείες, τον Wolfgang Puck. Wolfgang, how do you feel being here tonight? What a great flavors you created.
Yeah, no, I think it's always exciting to be here for the Oscar. We are doing it for the 29th year already.
Are the cigars made of chocolate?
Chocolate for dessert, yeah.
Wow, can I have one?
Yes, for you.
Thank you so much. Puro από σοκολάτα. And what about the Oscar statue?
So we
can you show it to the camera? Είναι φτιαγμένο από σοκολάτα.
Also made out of chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah, see.
Your menu is legendary. What was the hardest part of creating this menu?
Well, the hardest part is really what to choose. We want to do everything, but we have to cut it down to 35 different things.
Is there a unique flavor this year?
Yeah, so we have really an amazing array of different flavors, from Asian flavors. You know, we have our restaurant Miroir, so we make a sizzling fish. We have our restaurant Cut, where we have the Miyazaki beef. Obviously, everybody's favorite always is the chicken pot pie, which is really amazing because everybody is really hungry. So it's
a top quality food.
The best there is.
Το ντοκιμαντέρ Ναβάλνι είναι υποψήφιο για Όσκαρ και έχουμε εδώ την κόρη του Ναβάλνι, του Αλεξέη Ναβάλνι, και τον κινηματογραφιστή. My God, what a documentary.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, but of course we are representing one of the world's foremost political prisoners. And in the spirit of Alexei Navalny, we are here to call for his freedom and the release of political prisoners around Russia and around the world, and remind people the vital message in our film, which is to never give up the fight for democracy and the fight against authoritarianism.
Dasha, you are part of this documentary. How tough was to narrate this story and being part of this, and then say goodbye to your father, knowing that he will be in prison in Russia?
Well, it was never. It's obviously has been very difficult, but it was never a question of whether he's going to go back. We always knew, and we support him as a family, and as a community, as the organization, as a country. And here we are calling for his release, and we're fighting for his release, and we just here to represent the foundation.
If you could hear us, what would you like to say to your father that now he's in prison?
That we're going to do everything we can to get him out of prison.
Από το Bollywood στο Hollywood. From Bollywood to Hollywood, how do you feel, guys, tonight?
It feels great. It feels great, and it's actually a Telugu movie from South India.
Yes.
And so it's dubbed into multiple languages, and we've come, this far to the Oscars. It's a big deal. It's probably the biggest deal.
RRR is nominated for Best Score, and you are performing Natu Natu. What a song! People love it.
It's nominated for Best Original Song. And it's Natu Natu. I mean,
and one of the really main reasons, one of the strongest pillars of the song was Prem Master, who actually choreographed this song.
Oh, you are responsible
for. He was the choreographer. He was the reason for people to go crazy for the dance, for the complete choreography of the sequence. He's the man behind it. Na pata sudu, na pata sudu, na pata sudu, natu 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 veera natu, natu 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 veera natu.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's why you created this international mania about your song. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Αυτές ήταν οι εμφανίσεις που συζητήθηκαν στο χαλί των φετινών Όσκαρ. και μερικές από τις αποκλειστικές δηλώσεις που έκαναν διάσημοι καλεσμένοι στην κάμερα της Κοσμοτέ TV. Εμείς δεν έχουμε παρά να υπομονούμε για τα Όσκαρ 2024.